If we want to ask someone to do something politely, we are going to use formal usted commands. We have some affirmative and negative commands. To form some regular affirmative commands, we are going to use the conjugation of the usted and ustedes endings for the AR and the ER and IR conjugation. We're going to have singular for the usted conjugation and plural for the ustedes conjugation. So let's use those conjugation to have some singular usted command and plural usted commands. To form those, we're going to start those 3 steps. The first step, start with the yo for conjugation in the present tense of those regular verbs. In the verb hablar, yo hablo, comer, yo como. Second step, take off the final O of the yo form. Third step, add the opposite endings. For the AR verbs, we're going to add the ER verb endings. For the ER and IR verbs, we're going to add the AR verb endings. For singular usted commands, for the verb hablar, we will have the singular commands hable. For the verb comer, the singular command for the usted will be coma. For the plural commands, for the verb hablar, hablen. Comer, coman. For the formal negative commands, for the singular and the plural will be just adding the no before the command. Usted no hable, usted no coma, ustedes no hablen, ustedes no coman. That's the way we form some usted and ustedes formal, polite, affirmative and negative commands. For the forms of the spell-changing verbs, verbs that ends in gar, sar, they have some spell changing, and remember that those are AR verbs, and those changes are to preserve the sound of the infinitive form of the verb, and those are irregular in the yo form. The verb buscar, llegar, empezar. We start with the first step, yo conjugation. Yo busco, yo llego, yo empiezo. Second step, drop the O. And then we are going to make the spell change. For C, we're going to change for QU. G, GU. And the letter C for C. For the singular command, we're going to have usted busque, usted llegue, usted empiecen. And for the plural will be busquen, lleguen, empiecen. If we want to make them negative commands, we just add no. No busquen, no lleguen, no empiecen. These formal commands, affirmative and negative commands, we have only six irregular verbs, and we call them the dishes verbs. The dishes verbs are dar, ir, ser, haber, estar, y saber. The commands, singular and plural, are de, den, vaya, vayan, sea, sean, haya, hayan, esté, estén, sepa, sepan. The same, if we want to make them negative, we just place no before the command. No den, no den, no vaya, no vayan, and so on. The use of direct or indirect pronouns or reflexive pronouns, we follow and attach it to the affirmative commands and precede the negative commands. In this example, we have an affirmative command, váyase de aquí. This pronoun se is attached to the affirmative command, tráiganmelo por favor. Traigan is an affirmative command. Melo are those pronouns are attached at the end of the affirmative formal command. No se levante, señorita. This is a negative formal command. This reflexive pronoun is placed before the command. No se lo muestre al jefe. Those two pronouns are placed before the command because this command is a negative command. When we have an affirmative command, we have to place an accent mark in the command. That's the way we use those pronouns with those affirmative formal commands or negative